change-ups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose. Brought down at the 24. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. And the ball is free on the pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you. Over.
Touchdown time! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They get set for the point after we have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's ball. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bringing the heat. Still looking on the move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He turns it loose to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days. But how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Toss to the outside. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Steps away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Here's the handoff. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. defense gets the big stop.
They try to get it outside on the left. Breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds at the 18, and boy, how big is it to get a run like this from that part of the field. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Miller. He'll pitch it. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Got the first down and more. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. The short hands, it's Miller. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
Got a man, it's Williams. And it's slipped out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Offense, you're thinking first down, get the first down on 3rd down. Man, you can't put the ball on the turf, but at least the ball went out of bounds.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was 4th down, and they'll give up the ball. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Gators sending the offense back to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Runs through the tackle. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. The 30. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 26. 23-yard line. To the air, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And you get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The give is to Miller. Running to Green. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. On the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on! That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires left. Complete downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Timeout, Florida. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Buying some time. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. It's caught. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ball. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
To the air, it's Simpson. Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Might be changing the route. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Almost the D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Bernard. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Touchdown Gators! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quarterback extends the play. He'll throw it. With the catch, it's Miller.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He'll toss it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
To the ground to try to pick up the first. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Quarterback making adjustments. Back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Miller. He'll toss it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. He'll do it himself. And some room to work. Past the sticks and still on his feet. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the grab on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
It's a big stride inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Buying some time as he moves left. Turns it loose deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He's going to take off. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On third down, he drops to throw. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us. And
converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the point after is good. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air. It's Lagway. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it all right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Now rolling to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there.
Got it inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. From the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not in any way today.
Oh, it's tipped near the goal line.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And
the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back back to pass. It's Lagway. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's in open space downfield. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game.